Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we're giving our first impressions of Millennia Tracks of Time, which is coming from Karma Games. Recently got a Kickstarter delivery with a few of their games that I'd backed. They had like a weird campaign thing that they did that's, I think, happened over the course of, I feel like it was like 3 years now. And, finally they all delivered. We'll just not go into that, or that'll be a whole 5-minute talk. But yeah, this one is Tracks the Game.
Tracks the game. Nothing but tracks.
It's just a board of tracks.
It's like, how many times are we going to do this civilization building track game? Because it's like, Path of Civilization, Tracks of Time, Tapestry. No, just kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, all those
What is it? Like, what is the fixation with civilization-themed games? Hadara.
I'm not sure. And the worst part is sometimes they call them Civ games and people get very upset. But
That's true.
I love Tapestry.
Civolution.
I love Tapestry. I love... Now I just totally forgot. Path of Civilization. You had me confused because you started saying another game and then I just couldn't think at all.
Oh.
So did I like this one?
Yeah, did you? That's the question. We're about to answer for you.
Yeah, we are about to answer it. And I did actually enjoy my time with this one. I was hoping I would, just because I have tended to like Civ-themed games. Not necessarily. Yeah. Usually Civilization games are longer, a lot more involved, a lot more going on. These are taking kind of that theme and cramming it into tracks.
Yep. And I think I prefer that, honestly.
I do as well.
After playing at least one very heavy Civ game. Yeah, I think this is the way to go.
Yeah, and we've got an unboxing of this one. You can go check that out if you want to see the components and the boards on this one. But yeah, essentially in the game, what you're doing is it's played over 8 eras. I don't remember what they call the term. And you are drafting these cards, which have symbols on them. Tech cards, and these symbols correlate in some way to these tracks, because you'll usually pay some combination of symbols to move up on this track, or move up on that, or get this ability, or do that, or bebop, scat. Do all these different things, and then the cards themselves, so there'll be one of each type every era, whatever I'm going to call it, era. We're going to call it that.
All right.
And then you will go we played this at 2 players 2 times. We have not played it at more, but essentially what you do is whoever's first player will get to pick out of these 4 rows of cards and then pick one of the cards from there with the symbol on it. And that card not only has that symbol, but it has like a aging mechanism where it'll show how long it will last, and I think most of them are 1 to 3 eras that they will last. So sometimes it's like, I don't really love that symbol, but if I get it, I'm going to be able to use that symbol for 3 eras, which is going to be really helpful. Or kind of something with those 4 rows of cards is the ones that are lower down, as long as you have this key. I felt like that was something I don't know how much I love or not. But then you get the most coins.
5 coins.
You get like 5 coins, which the coins are used to spend on things as well. So then you'll kind of build your tableau of those cards. You get to do kind of 4 actions where you're either drafting those cards or drafting these actions, which pretty much allow you to go up a track. So it's pretty simple. Once you have it down, but it does get pretty thinky. Because
then all of a sudden you go from drafting them to building, which give you special effects.
That's true. Which is that the coins are mainly used for.
Which was what the coins are used for. And then after you build buildings, then you go right into track stuff. So it's like, how can I use everything that's in front of me to try and get up tracks to get actions or to do science or something. Like, it's all about gaining victory points in between things and getting up tracks, because that is all that matters in the end, is how far you up on tracks, plus your end game scorecards, but it's primarily the tracks.
Well, and the points you gained along the way.
And the points you gained away. That's just why I said you want victory points or track movement.
Yeah. yeah, that's pretty much what you're trying to do, and those buildings are where a lot of those endgame victory points come from, and they sometimes allow you, and they can similarly have, this will be good for 2 ages.
Yep.
So they might have some effect that will trigger, that you can trigger, or sometimes they'll have an effect on it where you need a certain symbol to activate that card. So
or
there's
take
all
a
these,
certain action.
or take one of those certain track actions
Yep.
to kind of double it or something. So it's all these different moving parts that
That's a lot.
actually make it a lot more to think about than just like, oh, I just want those symbols, because every round there's also cards up at the top that it's like, if you have these 2 symbols, you move up on this track, and that's the only way to move up that track. Well, there's bonuses that can sometimes get you up that track. But most of your movements that you had to do,
and you
have
don't
to meet
fall
those.
Behind. So.
And there's only one per round.
In my head, I wish I had a catchier slogan, but essentially it's like the tableau shuffle. Like, it's just a constant, like, this card's out, this card's in, this card's out, this card's in, like, this card's in for 3 rounds. Like, it's very much a shuffle, and, like, how do I make this work every time? It's very intriguing that way.
Yeah, trying to balance everything and get it to work out in your favor.
For sure.
Yeah, some of those cards too will have a bonus thing, like one gives you the first player, one gives you that key that I was talking about to actually give you the 5 coins if you take from there.
One gives you the first player build action, which is different than first player, and a discount.
So then I think, what else? There's other bonuses on a couple other ones as well. So a lot of things to think about, and with that, this game says 30 minutes per player. And, and it is simultaneous, so I thought, maybe that's probably true, because you're taking, so the action phase is happening at the same time.
Yeah. The drafting is sequential, but...
Yeah. Everything else is, sequential, but the main action piece is all simultaneous, luckily.
It's supposed to be.
Luckily. Because I think, though, the rest of it is still already long enough that it's going to be way more than that. I think our games of it have been 2.5, 3 hours.
The first one definitely was like 2 hours, but I think the second time we kind of...
So maybe we'll get closer, but there's a lot of setup in this game. For every round, you're moving new cards in, because like they all relate to the era. You got to get new buildings, new monuments, new
prosperity cards.
So you're doing a lot of...
Clean up your own section.
Clean up between every round. It's probably one of my negatives. And that's where I was like, this is on Board Game Arena. That'd be really nice. It would just cut off, I don't know, it feels like 10 minutes. It maybe isn't that long, but it feels like it. It just feels like it's long. But I guess as long as, since that can kind of happen right after the actions phase, once someone, the first one to finish, if they just start setting things up, then it's not awful.
I was typically like doing, if I got done before you, I was typically doing at least half of it, so right away.
But even after all that, I really loved what it was doing. I love just trying to maximize whatever I could with that. One of the things I haven't mentioned that I always, I think mentioned it, but one of the things I love on games like this is, as you're moving up these tracks, there are bonuses on some of the spaces. And those might move you up another track, or it might give you some other bonus. I love that. I think that's great. Some of them aren't as fun, because it might be like, score where you are on this other track, and it's like, well, I haven't moved up on that track yet, but I kind of want to just keep moving up on this one, so I guess I'm just not going to do it, because you're limited. Or
you just take the 1 point, I guess.
Right. That's usually what I ended up doing.
Yep.
Yeah, so probably inefficient, but I'm moving up that track, so. Yeah, but I would say after those 2 plays, kind of my initial thoughts for a score on this one are probably going to come in at, we'll say an 8. We'll say an 8. We won't get too aggressive. We won't get too crazy. But I really did enjoy this one, and I want to continue to play it. It did make me think of Path of Civilization, out of those ones we named.
Yeah.
It came most closely to that one, feeling like that, in my opinion. And I think that would be the only thing that could potentially hurt it. I don't know. It's been a little bit since I've played Path of Civilization, so I don't know which one I would say I prefer. But I like what they both do, but that does kind of feel similar in ways.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's
For
different but similar.
Yeah, somehow, even though they're very different.
They're very different games,
Yeah.
but it's what it made me
tracks
think of.
and symbols for specific
And
tracks.
cards and stuff.
So yeah,
Yeah, it just feels similar.
There's a little bit more intrigue, I think, with the individual track icons or whatever for that one, but.
And I think part of it is maybe the systematicness to it. They both kind of have that systematic feel of boom, boom, boom.
I love that. I
do like that in games.
I'm not gonna hate on that at all.
No, I do like that.
Yeah. I think I would also give it an 8, which maybe 7.5.
Wow, that's taking it back.
I know. It's hard because I think it is really good. I think there are I would maybe see some replayability issues emerge after probably like the 10th to 20th game. Are
we going to play this 10 to 20 times?
In our lifespan, probably. But there are 3 key tracks that are going to score you big, kind of a thing. And
no, potentially.
Potentially. And I think it's just, there are probably some really perfect goals to go through, and I learned on our second playthrough, like the research one, if you can do that, it gives you 18 points, and like you can do that once per round kind of a thing. So if you can get there, which is the struggle of getting there, so I think there are like really optimal things and less optimal things in the game. So it's kind of always a balance of what do you do, but I feel like there are going to be priorities that you're going to probably lean to. And I could be totally wrong about this after 2 playthroughs of the game, but it just felt like I really need to spend my energy on these things in order to score well, because that's really what matters at the end of the day. So
Yeah, and I wonder, because the bonuses that are placed out on these tracks are randomized. They're just tokens that you put out at the beginning.
Well, not all of them.
Well, a good number of them.
Yeah.
But yes, that's true. There are some that are printed on there. So I wonder if at any point we'd get to the point where, because I just kind of like, I just ignore those until I get to them.
Yeah.
Or if I'm like, oh, how could I do that? I maybe sometimes look and see, is there some bonus that would get me that thing that I'm trying to do. But yeah, otherwise, I wonder if you looked at the board state right away, you could be like, okay, I got to focus on that track first if I can, because then I can get that and boom and
I'm sure that there are people who could
There
be
probably
like,
are. Yeah, they're impressive. Those are impressive.
It's not me. I'm barely making it from round to round.
But yeah, I think this is another hit from Karma Games. I really love Clans of Caledonia, so this is another hit from them for me.
I've been tricked.
But wait,
this is much different than Clans of
Caledonia. It is very different from Clans of Caledonia.
So I'll give
if you like Clans of Caledonia, I don't think it means you're going to like this one.
And if you don't like Clans of Caledonia, it does not mean you won't like this one.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I said, we've got an unboxing video of this one, so you can check that out if you want to get a look at some of the components. What did you think of the components?
They have this really beautiful, bright colored track going up and down, and then all of a sudden your player pieces are gray, black, white, and beige.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, the worst part is the tracks are so many colors, and I'm like, I don't know if you can do.
That is why they went a different way.
So like, it's probably fair.
But
it is boring colors, but it's fair, I think, because of the tracks. Otherwise, you're gonna get confused, I think.
I know, but they could have given you something cool, like a little, like your little civilization is this icon or something, like they
could have done that.
Could have jazzed it up a little.
Could have made it more expensive. We could have done that, they'll say.
No, but the cards, the artwork, the iconography and stuff, all really stellar. So.
Yeah, I really liked that.
If the worst thing is the player markers, we'll survive.
I agree. But, yeah, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for a few other Karma games we'll be reviewing. They might go before this. I doubt they'll go before this. This one's coming out soon.
It
might be a little bit. But you subscribe so you can see when we release those as well.
Yeah.
And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.